I'm sorry. Put him on Mike Shue live right now in Baltimore County. 21 degrees, wind blowing, and there he is. Hi, Michael.
Hey, how you doing? We have moved. We are now over in Rogers Forge. We're on Old Trail, and behind me is Stevenson. There has not been a car move on Stevenson since I have been in this location for about a half hour. We got the yardstick out, so we're going to do a little driftage here. That makes it 31 inches. Hold on a second, let me get through here. Now this boat, it's actually a car. He has, I put it in the wrong way. Hold on a second, folks. He has 23 inches that he has to take off his car. And my man Frank down here is the same guy who owns both of these cars. Frank just decided to smoke a cigarette and come out and shovel off some snow. So we'll go on and talk to Frank. Frank,
yes, sir.
What's up with you?
Just shoveling away. Of course, remember the last time I went through this, I was 38. So that gives you an idea how old I am.
Now, Frank's going slow here, which is not a bad idea. He takes a few shovels and then kind of takes a little rest, talks to the poor news guy standing out here. You are not exactly an essential personnel, are you? I mean, you don't have to go to work today.
Well, yeah, you do. You know, I work for the phone company. We're expected to be at work. It's that simple, you know. And I'm going to do what I can to get to work.
Now, early
people out there that, you know.
Yeah.
They call and need help, and that's why we're there. We're there to help. And if I can do it, I'm going to do it, you know.
Earlier, he came out with just a broom. I was thinking, no way you're just going to get this thing out with the broom. And then, of course, he brings out a shovel. I'm guessing, what is your guess at how long it's going to take to get your little front-wheel drive car out?
A couple hours. I mean, a couple hours to really get to it. You know, I got to shovel out the back. I actually came out here last night and moved a bit, but that was a wasted effort. I'm going to have to shovel around it, and hopefully a plow will come through. I mean, you know, plows have been coming through all night long. You know, it's just, you know, they plow and it just blows back over, you know.
Right, I got to tell you that the plow is going to come through right as you get a nice entryway out here, and you're going to have a,
hey,
you know.
That's life. You know, it happens like that.
Mike, thank you, Frank. All right, I'll show you one thing, folks, before we go away. All right, here's the real snowfall total up in the forge. It is 18 inches up here in the forge. Quite nice. Any questions?
Yeah, has there been a plow on Old Trail, or the plow is just out on Stevenson?
Stevenson looks pretty good. I can see just a ridge that's been drifted over. There has been a plow on Old Trail here. Actually, here in the middle of the street, it's not that bad. It's only about 8 inches. But you got to think the problem with small cars like Frank's back there is your ground clearance is only about 8 inches, and it's not necessarily that the road is so slick that you're not going to be able to go anywhere. It's that snow builds up under the car, and then your wheels really can't spin, so that's a problem. Jeep just made it through here, no problem. But if anybody does have to go out and is driving today, the idea is to perhaps use second gear if you're in a manual and really feather the gas and just kind of keep your momentum up and don't go that fast. I got to tell you that earlier.
Look at that wind gust, Mike.
Yeah, isn't that something? I have seen a number of people out in their four-wheel drives, and they're doing like 40 and 50 miles an hour down New York, and it's just the dumbest thing I've ever seen because once these fools have to stop, they don't realize that it's ice underneath.
First time they hit a curb or something and have to call their insurance man, those rates go up. They'll never do it again.
Yeah, you got that right, buddy.
All right, Michael, we got to run, buddy.
Yeah, tell Frank to shovel all the way down to register on Old Trail. And then he'll be
all right, I'll go tell him.
Let's go to Mike Shue out now live. Michael, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still there, Mike?
Yes, I am. Oh, you guys talking to me?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, I'm sitting here just talking to you. There's you guys talking in my ear.
Mike,
you're back on York Road, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm back out on York Road. I just flagged down this young lady. You're out getting around like I was earlier in the day on skis. Tell me about it.
Well, the back roads are pretty bad, but if you go along the banks that the plows have thrown up, it's pretty good, solid snow for skiing. It's good. You don't sink in.
You were kind of out on an expedition to kind of reconnoitering, seeing what's out there.
Well, I wanted to see how hard it'd be to get into work, but I don't think I'm going to be getting in today.
So you're going to have a little experience and kind of have a little fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how long do you think you'll stay out?
Another hour or so, until I get too cold.
There you go. Deb, thank you very much. I also want to say, we have a guy leaving here. He's trying to get it in the way. I was going to talk to this gentleman down here earlier, this fellow out in the little car, but we took a little long here. Not the four-wheeler. He just left. Anyway, but you really shouldn't be out in these little cars at all, because I tell you why. This is my truck. Thank goodness I bought it this summer. And I just had to, my partner needed some warmer gear, so I went home. I don't live that far from here, and so I went home to do it. I got stuck a number of times, and the primary thing is it's ground clearance. You can see here I got probably 15, 16 inches of ground clearance, and you know, as soon as you run up against that, even if you have four-wheel drive, you get stuck. So this whole idea about staying in, well, for most people, when they walk out their front door and they take a look at those highways, they realize they're not going anyway. I have to tell you, fellows, that I lost my my communication with you. So either I'm going to throw it back to you, I'm just going to keep talking all day. It's up to you. The one thing I wanted to say is we hear on these jingles before we get to you guys about you all being the snow team and out in the snow. I think for the noontime, maybe the reporters ought to come in, warm up. You guys ought to come out here, and then we'll see how it goes.
You can't hear us. Let's just
I'd love
pretend we just cut
to
him off.
respond to your
What do you
questions, but I can't hear you.
Let's give him some sign language. Oh, maybe not.
All right, ladies.
Great idea, Mike.
Great idea, Mike. Okay.
That in your life.
Well, you know, it's really interesting being in here. I guess yesterday I was in here from 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. When you get outside, you know, you sit here and you talk about it. We're getting communications in our earpieces, and we have the phones and the computers. But when you get outside and actually see it, it takes your breath away. We were driving to the hotel last night. It just mouths agape. It was like, wow, look at this action.
I was sitting home watching you. I kept watching the TV, looking out the window, and I was agape both times sometimes. So.
All right, we understand that at 9 o'clock we're going to get a major announcement from BWI, and we're going to get a spokesperson from the airport with us on the phone. But we understand here in just about 7-8 minutes they're going to make a major announcement out of BWI. Listen, National Weather Service, speaking of BWI, has issued a winter weather advisory for today for Anne Arundel, northern Baltimore County, southern Baltimore County, including the city, Calvert, Carroll, Charles, Dorchester, Frederick, Hartford, Howard, Montgomery, Prince George's, and St. Mary's County, including the District of Columbia. Now, in other words, you're looking at the radar right now, the storm is obviously moving up toward the top right of your picture screen. So even though the storm itself is pulling away from the area, blowing and drifting snow will keep the winter weather advisory in effect. We are getting some serious wind gusts at Martin's Airport, 40 miles an hour, 28 miles an hour at BWI, possibly stronger where you are. So we still got a lot of weather to get through. I mean, a lot of weather to get through.
That seems amazing to think about.
Sure does, doesn't it?
And our major announcement from BWI coming up. We're going to take a break right here. We're coming back, so we hope you do.